Okay, and we are live. So I'm trying this for the second time actually on going live on two different electronics, and it worked last time. So I'm hoping it works this time as well. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm excited to share with you what's happening and why I'm excited. So if you just give me 5 minutes or so, I'm going to share with you why I say there's no reason to struggle anymore, and the importance of paying attention at how we're starting the year, because being in construction for almost 30 years, I learned quickly that you have to use your hands and really do manual labor, and you get a paycheck, right? Well, if you hang out with me for the next 5 minutes or so, I'm gonna share with you at the end of the video. You're gonna find out what we did and how we did it to make over $25,000 in just a couple of months of working some social media program that we found, that we learned. So stick around, and hopefully if you see this and you see some value and you want to start, then I'll be happy to share with you, what is it that's happening. So hopefully this helps somebody out there. So my name is Ricardo, and obviously some of you guys know my name. You're following me. So uh, we live in Texas, and for the last 30 years or so, I've been in construction, and I've never had an issue working because I just love working. However, as I got older, I started noticing it was longer days. It was harder to get projects because I had my own company, and it was harder to get paid well. And then whenever we got to a negotiation, it was harder to collect on that money. So it was tough to get good labor. It was tough to get projects. And then when we finally got to an agreement, it was tough to collect the money. For the first time, like I said, in almost 30 years, I started struggling to get paid. And you would think, well, you would have the experience, yes, but remember, after the pandemic, something shifted that switched our income to where now there was a lot more competition. People lowering their prices, and out of 10 projects that I would go and do a bid, I'd end up getting one out of 10, when before it was usually 10 out of 10. Because of our 5 stars rating that we had on Google, people wanted us and we got good quality work. But when after the pandemic that changed, people wanted lower prices and same amount of quality, which obviously is not feasible, because it doesn't work like that, right? So for those of you that have been in construction before, you know what I'm talking about. You probably experienced something similar. Well, several months ago, I made a decision. I'm gonna not get any more contracts. I'm gonna focus on finding something else. There has to be something else out there where we can make money. And it was scary because obviously the bills keep piling up, the house payment keeps coming, and we have a lifestyle that we like. We like to travel a lot with our kids, and we've actually taken our 2 boys, and ourselves to over 30 countries over the last 10 years or so, and it's been a blessing because we've traveled the world with them. And we were just scared of, if we don't have the construction income, how are we gonna make money? Well, like I said at the beginning, if you stick around for a little bit, I'm going to show you what we did to start making money on social media, and how we made $25,000 in just a couple of months, and we're continuing to make money every day. So needless to say, I'm not doing construction anymore. We started doing this program that somebody offered us, and at the beginning we were a little skeptical because, just like anything else, we've done so many things in our life. We've been married for 26 years that we thought, it's probably one more of those things where you spend the money, you go through it, you learn it, and then you don't make any money. Well, I tell you what, my friends, when we started looking at the reviews and the people's stories on how they didn't even have experience, how they were just following some simple steps, how they were just following the daily coaching, the daily trainings, and then a lot of people were having results, and it was just simple. We thought, how bad could it be? Let's give it a shot. So I'm telling you, it was one of the best decisions we've ever made because, like I said, in less than couple months or so, we had already made over $20,000. Right now, we've almost made 30,000, and we've just been doing this for a little bit over 2 months. So when you think about it, it's a big number. Now, why do I say I'm not going back to construction anymore? Because in construction, I was working 10-hour days, sometimes 12-hour days, and we would make sometimes good money, sometimes no good money. The season goes like this in construction, so it's difficult. But doing this on social media and leveraging a system that's already done for us and is proven to work, and all we have to do is plug and play, follow the instructions, jump on social media. We don't even have to invest the 12-hour, 10-hour, 8-hour days that we were doing in construction. As long as we're willing to put in a couple hours a day, we are making good money. And now my wife and I said, you know what, no matter what, we're going to, our goal is to help as many people as possible. Number one, that are tired of struggling. Whether you're struggling with money or you're struggling with time, or you flat out don't like where you're working right now, or you don't even have a place where you're working, then check this out. Because if I was able to shut down my construction company and jump full into this and burn the boats pretty much, and make it happen, then if you can put some dedication into it, if you can decide and commit to follow some simple steps, follow the daily coaching, invest a couple hours a day, then you can probably make it work as well. And I'm telling you, it's not a little bit of money. It can be very sustainable. Like I said, our lifestyle, we couldn't survive with just a couple $1,000s a month, so we had to make it work. And right now, like I said, in a little bit over a couple months, we've made almost $30,000. So if you heard enough and you said, Ricardo, all right, I'm done, sell me the information. Well, in the description right here, in the description below, you're gonna see a link. Go check out that information, and then if you say, Ricardo, I'm ready to go start it, go check on your email, because after you check out that information, I'm gonna send you an email. Email me back directly, and I'm gonna get you hooked up. If you are watching this and you're saying, I'm ready to get started, I want more of this, then guess what? Comment info, and there is an email on my profile, that you can go and email me directly and say, hey, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get started, and I'm gonna send you a link where you're gonna go check out the frequent asked questions, all the details on how everything works, and then email me directly and say, Ricardo, I've seen enough. How do I get started? This is what I'll guarantee you guys. I'll guarantee you that I will share personally what my wife and I did to make $25,000 in 2 months, and now we're, like I said, we almost at $30,000, and we just went over the 2 month threshold. So it's not easy because we had to learn some skills. We had to figure out the ins and outs and whatever. But now that we know, we can share with you. Now we can tell you what is it exactly that we did to make it work. So hopefully this is resonating with some of you guys, because once again, we're starting the new year, and if it's already get started and you're not having the results you were expecting, or everything is not lining out like you thought it was gonna be lining out, then like I said, comment info, email me directly, let me hook you up. At least check out the information. It's free, it's not gonna cost you anything, but you won't regret it. Once again, I've done all kinds of programs, so if you're the type of person that says, hey, I've done that program before, or I've done something similar, trust me, it's not the same, because this is the only program that I've seen that has proven results. It's got daily coaching, daily updates on social media algorithms and tips and things to do, so you can start making money daily. It didn't take us but a week, guys. The first week we made almost $3,000. The second week we made almost $8,000. So it started happening pretty rapidly, like I said, and it's just a matter of following some simple steps, and making it work. So hopefully this helps somebody, and hopefully this gets some people inspired to reach out and say, okay, let's make it happen. Because if I was able to leave the construction industry and shut down my doors, and instead of working 10, 12-hour days, now I'm working 2, 3 hour days on social media, and I can pick my times, then it can work for you. You just gotta make a commitment and be willing to be coachable and pull the trigger. I mean, there's so many people that I've talked to a couple months ago, and how they're reaching out and say, man, it worked for you, didn't it? I'm like, man, it's working for me. I've had so many people reach out, and I got them plugged in, and now they're making money. I've had people from all over the U.S. and some part of Latin America reach out, and a bunch of them are already making $1,000, a couple $1,000, $3,000, and it's amazing because they reach out to thank me because I introduced them to it. So it's amazing. Like I said, it's just a matter of how tired are you of struggling, and what are you willing to do to stop struggling. I can give you the answer if you're willing to put some time into it, some energy and effort to make a change and have the best year of your life. So God bless you all. We'll see you on the next one, and thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. I see some familiar faces. Great to see you guys. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to being in touch. Yes, Simon, great to see you, buddy. Let's be in touch. God bless you all. I love you, and see you next time. Adios. Alrighty, so I guess we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a blessed week, and I look forward to your comments or your emails. Adios.